Every chicken breed is a good choice if you're just starting out, especially if you've got kids or want a high producing flock. Some breeds look amazing in pictures, some sound impressive on paper, but when you're actually raising them, they can be anything but. They can be frustrating, overwhelming, or even downright dangerous. Hi, my name is Jordan Wright, and today I am ranking 10 chicken breeds using this traffic light chart. Green is going to be that they're manageable for beginners, yellow means that they take special care, and red, that's the danger zone. Breeds best left for people with more experience. Malays are giants. Roosters can stand over 3 feet tall. That's taller than most preschoolers. On paper, they sound impressive, like having your own backyard dinosaur, but here's the reality. They need huge coops and runs, they're intimidating to handle, and they can be aggressive towards both other chickens and people. If you've got kids running around, they're not the kind of bird you want chasing them across the yard. Malays are just too much for beginners, so that is why I'm going to put them up here in the red zone. Ayam Cemanis are showstoppers. They're black from head to toe. Even their skin and bones are black. People have given them the nickname the Lamborghini chickens. But picture this. You spend $100 on a chick. You wait months for your first egg, and when it finally comes, it's just a little cream-colored egg. Nothing special. Nothing magical, not black, just ordinary. And to top it off, you're only going to get 60 to 100 of them per year. The good news is that they're not mean. So if you want a fancy pet chicken to impress your neighbors and your friends, they're safe enough. But if your kids are hoping to get a full egg basket, these birds are going to disappoint. Which is why I'm going to put Ayam Cemanis down here in the green zone. Sebrights are just like jewelry that walk. Their gold and silver feathers look painted on, which is absolutely stunning. But here's the problem. They have a fatal gene, which makes them very delicate. Breeding them is tough. And then the chicks are fragile. Most of these chickens are weaker than your regular adult chicken. If you're just raising birds with your kids, Sebrights can be heartbreaking instead of fun. They're beautiful, but they are very high maintenance. So for that reason, I'm going to put it right here in the yellow zone. Old English game birds may be small, but they think they're the boss of your barnyard. These little fighters were bred for cockfighting, and that fire is still in them. Roosters, especially, can be downright mean, and even the hens can be scrappy. If you've ever watched a video of a person getting chased around by this little chicken, it's probably an Old English game bird. So that's why they're going to be up here in the red zone. Modern games are tall and skinny. Honestly, they look like chickens on stilts. And they're more exhibition than anything else, which is why they're used for shows. But here's the reality. They're not going to lay very much, and when they do lay an egg, they're going to lay a small egg. And they're vulnerable in mixed flocks. They're really more of that novelty exhibition bird than anything else. But the good news is, unlike Old English games, they're not aggressive. So if your family wants a fun conversation piece, that's fine, which is why I'm going to put them down here in the green zone. Sumatras are gorgeous, sleek black feathers with a green shimmer and tails that flow behind them. They look like they flew out of a storybook, but here's the thing, they actually do fly, a lot. And so if you don't have them in a covered run, they're going to be in your trees or over visiting your neighbors, acting more like peafowl than chickens, which may not end very well. Which is why I'm going to put Sumatras over here in the yellow zone. Asils are one of the oldest chicken breeds in the world, and they're built like little gladiators. But the problem is they're also extremely mean, like little gladiators. Even the hens can be mean, and they don't lay much either. So you're not even going to get eggs out of the hassle of dealing with a mean chicken. So seals for me are going up here in the red zone. Phoenix chickens are admired for their long flowing tails, sometimes several feet long. They're like the Rapunzel of the chicken world. But those tails, they're super fragile. They need special purchase and housing, and the feathers snap. Add in that they're flighty and poor layers, and you've got a high maintenance bird on your hands. For beginners, they can be more trouble than they're worth. So for me, the Phoenix chicken is going to go over here in the yellow zone. Yokohamas are another long-tailed breed. They look regal and impressive, almost like show roosters from an old painting. But here's the reality. Their tails are delicate just like the Phoenix, and they don't lay very much. And unfortunately, if you're in a cold weathered area, they're not going to be very hardy. However, they're not mean, and they're usually pretty calm and docile. So if I was going to add a long-tailed breed to my flock, this would be the one that I would choose, and so for that reason, I'm going to put it down here in the green zone. Shamus are big, upright, muscular chickens that look like they're ready to battle. And honestly, they really are. Shamus have been known to fight each other in the brooder box, and as adults, they're very territorial and can be dangerous to handle. And so for all of those reasons, I'm going to put it up here in the red zone. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had one of these breeds, and how did it go? Let me know down in the comments. And if you'd rather see breeds that are great for families and beginners, check out my video right here on the 10 best brown egg layers.